What's going on, ladies and gentlemen, ladies? Welcome back to another Monday. We got a bunch of crazy stuff going on. Gavin Newsom said the most racist thing I ever heard in my life. The U.S. hockey team dominated, and Kesh Patel is somehow in trouble now. A guy with Tourette's, he couldn't think of nothing else but to say the N-word with the hard R. That is the devil. Tucker Carlson and Huckabee, I have to talk about that. Before we get to all of those interesting stories, we have to talk about the Mexican cartel and the reason why I would never go and vacation in Mexico. Welcome to the Officer Tatum Show.
If you don't believe that we are in a fight today, you're sleeping under a rock. If you get hit and you lay down and you cry and you fold up in the corner, definitely you will not win the fight. We show up to win. Our culture needs a lot of you young people in here to step up and stand out. There is nothing or no principality, power, division, devil can stop us when we're united. They can only get you when you're divided. When I see the American flag, I see us progressing to something that can be awesome and great. And if you don't plan on winning then, you might as well go home today.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, ladies, welcome back. I'm really looking forward to the post-show clarity is what I call it. So after the show, we have a recap, talk about other things regarding the show, maybe some stuff that's outside of the show. We love to hear your commentary, and that's just for the members who are members of the Tatum Squad and Tatum Force. So I want to talk about two things. One is that I want you to visit Shenergy. If you're looking for energy that's sustainable, that's natural, look no further. Shenergy is here. If you have any want to know information of the formulation and all of the stuff, you obviously can't give you the details, but what's in our energy drink and what's in our night variant, you can look at it on ShenergyLife.com, okay? So if you're looking for good, clean energy, go to ShenergyLife.com. If you're looking for the night drink to help you sleep, get a good night's sleep, you can find it at ShenergyLife.com, all right? Let's go to the next one I want to tell you about, and then we're going to get straight to it. One day I'm going to find a way to do this without reaching over here in this computer. So a lot of people are asking me about Verdict. I would argue the best bourbon I've ever drank. And some people that don't believe me, just look at the comment section. We sold out in the first week, about a week and a half, and we haven't restocked, so you can pre-order now. But I want to look at a couple reviews real quick before we get started. And this review specifically is very interesting. It says, as stated, some of the best bourbon that I ever drank. That, like I'm telling you, y'all, look at all these reviews. We got 9 pages of reviews, and all but like 5 of them are 5-star reviews. Go and read it, check it out. We're in restaurants. I mean, we're just doing it big at Verdict. So I want you guys, if you're interested, it's your cup of tea, go ahead and grab it. I guarantee you, I can almost want to give you a money-back guarantee, but doing it, alcohol and stuff is not that easy to return. So with that being said, just go to verdictbourbon.com, and get you some today. You must be 21 or older, and make sure you drink responsibly, okay? Just like with anything you do it responsibly. Let's get to this Mexican cartel craziness. I told my wife a long time ago I'll never vacation in Mexico. Anything I need to see, whether it's a beach, I can do it in the continental United States of America. And if I really want something that looks good, I just go out of the country to somewhere that's beautiful that is not run by a cartel. So I guess that there was a big cartel leader that was killed by the Mexican government. There are reports that the United States of America was involved to some degree, almost like a joint effort. And in retaliation of the Mexican cartel boss being killed and his son being kidnapped, the cartel has gone around Mexico City, not Mexico City, but a city in Mexico. I forget the name of the city. It's a very significant tourist spot. And if I said it, I have to put a little roll on the tongue, all right? But that's where it's happening at. I want to give you guys some context. Let me play the Fox News clip to give you a little bit of information on as to what the news has to say about this. Roll the clip.
Chaos underway in Mexico as the resort town of Puerto Vallarta, as well as a local airport, are under siege.
Yeah, this comes after a joint operation between the U.S. and Mexico that took out the country's most wanted drug leader.
Madeline Rivera joins us live from Washington with the details. Good morning, Maddie. Good morning. That's right. Several airlines have canceled flights to Puerto Vallarta because of the unrest following this military operation. United, Southwest, and American Airlines are among those who stopped their service to the popular tourist destination on Sunday. Videos show burned cars and plumes of smoke billowing over the city, with government officials warning of clashes in the state of Jalisco. The U.S. Embassy in Mexico now issuing this shelter-in-place warning for other states besides Jalisco as well. The Mexican Army says it conducted operations in Tapalpa, Jalisco, targeting Nemesio Ruben Osguera Cervantes, also known as El Mencho, the head of the Jalisco New Generation Cartel. They say Osguera Cervantes died while on an airlift to Mexico City. The State Department once had a $15 million award for his arrest.
One of the main producers of fentanyl that traffics onto U.S. streets. It's also by far the most militarized cartel. You'll often see pictures of these guys dressed up like they think they're special forces units. So this is a welcome change, because we've seen the Mexican government, along with our help, going after a lot of the Sinaloa cartel recently.
White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt confirmed the U.S. had a supporting role. She said on X the U.S. provided intelligence support to the Mexican government in order to assist with an operation in Tapalpa, Jalisco, Mexico, in which Nemesio El Mencho Esguerra Cervantes, an infamous drug lord and leader within the Jalisco New Generation Cartel, was eliminated.
Now, let's put this in perspective real quick. I don't think anybody should be upset about a cartel member being eliminated. But the cartel don't want nothing to do with getting on the bad side of the United States of America. I'm just saying. Are you completely safe being there as an American citizen? I don't know. That ain't my cup of tea. That's why I don't go there. But I would argue that they are very reluctant to end up killing an American citizen intentionally, because all hell is going to break loose. And they will give the United States no choice but to retaliate with its full military capacity. When I say military capacity, full military necessity, or the necessary military capacity. That's better to say it that way. Because we don't need a bunch of stuff. They just going to go in there and smoke everybody like a brisket, all right? Let's get to a couple other clips. The next one, let's roll it.
Right now, Americans are stranded in Mexico, and the U.S. State Department is warning them to shelter in place as a popular resort town turns into cartel war zone.
Mexican authorities right now report 27 arrests made in Jalisco since El Mencho's killing yesterday. Also, 27 security personnel and 30 criminals, they say, have been killed so far during the chaotic cartel warfare that has ensued. American officials shared some key intelligence with Mexican counterparts that aided in the operation to take El Mencho out. Their response to cartel's violence has been swift. Last night, the Deputy Secretary of State posted in real time, "I'm watching the scenes of violence from Mexico with great sadness and concern." It's not surprising that the bad guys are responding with terror.
Clip 105. Just a quick glimpse of
Can you
some of
explain
what's
this
going on here.
alliance between the president, her party, the Morena party, and the cartels?
Yes, the party has financed, has given, the cartels have given so much money to these politicians, narco politicians of Morena, to get into office, to get the power. So they protect. The Mexican government protects the cartels. That is why President Sheinbaum doesn't want the strong American leadership to help Mexico defeat the cartels. And also Sheinbaum doesn't want the rest of the world to know what is happening here in Mexico. We are on the steps to be the next Venezuela. She is aligned with Venezuela's dictator, with Cuba, and we are losing our country. They have destroyed our Republican institutions, the democratic state, and we must, I think we all Mexicans want and welcome the support of the United States to assist Mexican people against the cartels that have us all in this crisis with the traffic in fentanyl and migrants.
All right, so this is what the senator is responding to. I think it's clip 104. She's responding to a speech in Spanish that happened a while ago. I don't know how long ago it was, but it was kind of like this conversation about the cartel and how the Mexican military or the president don't want to respond with violence because it's not the right thing to do. I'm going to play it real quick, and some of y'all that speak Spanish know what it's talking about. If not, read the subtitles. Roll it.
Regresar a la guerra contra el narco no es opción. No es opción. Primero, porque está fuera del marco de la ley. Todos estos de la derecha que se llenan la boca de las palabras Estado de Derecho y defienden la guerra contra el narco, pues la guerra contra el narco está fuera de la ley, porque como lo dije o lo he dicho en varias ocasiones, es permiso para matar, sin ningún juicio. Y eso en México nadie o muy poquitos están de acuerdo. Está fuera del marco de la ley. Y segundo, no sirvió de nada más que para aumentar los homicidios en México y el nivel de violencia. Entonces, estos llamados autoritarios, porque son autoritarios, es ir hacia el fascismo.
Now, if you can read, you can see what she was saying. We have that clip in English. I don't know what we did with it, but all right, let's go to the next clip. Because that's what the senator was referring to, is that she's wussy-footing around the idea of taking out the cartel without, like, due process or something. I don't understand. All right, let's go to clip 106. And this is just a synopsis of, allegedly, what's being said in the furthering of retaliation. So not only are they burning vehicles, but they're also talking about taking out citizens next. Roll the clip.
Sí, ahorita se dio la orden de que se quemen unos carros. Van a empezar a quemar carros. A partir de las 12, 1 en adelante van a empezar a matar gente, civiles.
So also, we need to like convert these into English with AI, but at the end, you can see there, it's talking about burning vehicles and then talk about taking out citizens. And this is all in response to the government killing a head of a cartel. Just imagine in America if this were to happen. Would we be considered a real country? How is it that a militant group runs your country? It's the craziest thing whatsoever. And these dumb Mexicans are running around acting like their country is the best. And also the dumb Mexican president is running around acting like Donald Trump should take her seriously. You guys are not a serious country if you have the cartel running your country. Miss me with that bull shenanigans. Here's another example of these fools just burning vehicles and cutting up. Roll it. Robbing people, just taking their car, middle of the street, setting it on fire. And they listen to the mariachi while they doing it. Now, you know, hold on. I'm not Mexican, but I swear all that music sound the same. The same thing that I hear at the restaurant is the same thing that's playing in the back of a cartel vehicle. Am I missing something culturally? Like, what exactly are they saying in the music? That music that good that you could be robbing somebody and listening to it. You could be at a wedding or a quinceañera and listen to the same music. Or you could be outside building a house or cutting grass and it's the same music. Am I tripping, or because I don't know Spanish that they saying different things? But I swear when I hear a carnival music, same music. All right. I love my Mexican people. All right, roll the clip. Pull up at a gas station, no mercy. I mean, thank God they didn't shoot nobody. Some other clips of them just going crazy. But they swear Mexico is better than America. I don't know. Now I know this is just one part of Mexico. All right, it's not the full, it's the full country. I think we get the gist of it. Let's go to Donald Trump or Derek Maltz saying that Donald Trump was vindicated in his efforts against what Mexico was doing, wrote a clip.
President Trump, before he got elected, said placing the safety and security of Americans would be the top priority, and he's a man of action. So to answer your question about the Americans, no, it's very dangerous in Mexico. It's been dangerous there for many years. Right now, this is a wake-up call for the world about the treachery of the Mexican cartels. That's why President Trump declared them as terrorists. Would the Americans want to go visit, the middle of Al-Qaeda Central, right? So right now, what we're witnessing, especially on social media, it highlights the level of control and power the cartels have in Mexico. They're blowing up buses. They're shutting down roads. There's blockades in up to 20 states. They're burning buildings, right? So, yeah, it's very dangerous in there. LJ, I feel confident, though, with our State Department professionalism, with the mornings, the communication is going out all over the social media. I think that they're going to be fine. It's just isolated, it appears. I've gotten some reporting that it's kind of like leveled off a little bit. I hope that's true. But, again, you can't go into the middle of an area where terrorists are. It's not safe in certain areas. So, there's gunfire, there's panic in the streets. They were running on to the airport tarmac yesterday. So let's hope and let's pray that the people can get out of there and get home. And so, it's just very dangerous. But let's not downplay the Americans that are in danger today, because we had millions of unknown people coming into this country, ghost criminals all over this place. So we have a big issue. We got to continue to fight hard.
All right, I think that's enough what happened in Mexico. Rule of thumb is go somewhere else, okay? Because you never know when you're going to end up in the middle of a cartel gun battle. But I got to talk about Gavin Newsom because this blew my socks off. The most cringiest politician on planet Earth is a fake one that virtue signal to you dumb Negroes. And y'all just eating it up. Put this fool on the camera. Gavin Newsom said the craziest, most racist thing that I've ever heard. And this is not intentionally racist. This is when you view black people as less than and your true colors come out. When I say intentional racism, meaning that he didn't mean to tell on the outside what he think about black people on the inside. And black people cry every day of the week about Donald Trump. They cry about racism. And I'm not saying all black people. I'm just talking about the ignorant ones. They cry all week about racism. But you got a guy whom y'all overwhelmingly vote for, invited to this event, and this is the type of stuff he's saying because he's out of touch. These people don't like you. They don't know you. They don't care to know you. But they can just pander to you because you're stupid. Roll the clip.
It's all out there. And I just want to put it all out there. I'm not trying to impress you. I'm just trying to impress upon you. I'm like you. I'm no better than you. I'm a 960 SAT guy. and I'm not trying to offend anyone, trying to act all there if you got 940. But literally a 960 SAT guy. I cannot, you've never seen me read a speech because I cannot read a speech. Maybe the wrong business to be in.
Hold on, shawty. Y'all call me an Uncle Tom Coon sellout, bootlicking, Uncle Ruckus. Y'all call me all kind. This fool just got on the stage in Atlanta, Georgia, full of black people on the stage with a black. Put that fool back on the screen with the black man. On the stage with a black brother, and this fool made a comparison. Put him on the stage with the black guy. He made a comparison to say that I'm just like you. And the example that he brings up is that I had a dismal SAT score, and also I can't read. Like, how is that your examples of I'm like you? That I'm dumb and I can't read. So I'm not saying I'm better. I'm just like y'all, dumb and I can't read. I don't understand, because that's the way black people like this present themselves, and this is what they accept. Joe Biden said to Charlemagne, if you don't know who you voting for, then you ain't black. A white man tell you you ain't black, and black people accept it. Then you have a white man say, I'm dumb as you. I'm no better than you like the rest of the white people. I'm the white guy that's dumb like y'all Negroes. That's what he's saying. Then he's on stage talking about voter ID. Like this some retarded third graders. Roll the clip.
Not a joke. No, I mean, so this is madness. Voter ID. It's not about voter ID. The SAVE Act's not about that. It's about registration. It's about proving your citizenship with a passport. Not everyone has a passport. If you, I don't know you know where your birth certificate is? I lost that at 7. I mean, I don't even know where to begin to get it back. So these guys.
Time out. He think that you Negroes are stupid. This stewhead just said, I lost my birth certificate at 7. First of all, you are not even in possession of your birth certificate at 7. Your mama and them are. And then, or your mama is. But then, if you register for school, they need to see your child's birth certificate. So every child that is registered for public school has a mother freaking birth certificate. I got my son had to register every school that he's ever registered for. They need a copy of his shot records and his birth certificate. Are you telling me that black people are so stupid that they don't enroll their children in school and they cannot find their birth? Then the governor of the state of California says, I don't know how to even go about getting a birth certificate. Do you know how stupid he thinks that you are? That you believe that the governor don't know how to get a birth certificate. Let him finish.
Not screwing around. I mentioned the DOJ. I mentioned that we had to go to the Supreme Court. Talk about holding your breath. I've learned to hold my breath now. It used to be a minute, now it's 6 minutes. I'm like, that just getting stronger and stronger, holding my breath. We were waiting. We didn't know how that decision would go. And so you're absolutely right. We have to be vigilant. We have to have poll workers out there, legal strategies out there. We have to flood the zone. We have to show up in record numbers. We have to continue to be vigilant and mindful, and we have to have each other's back. We have to see something, we say something in that spirit of security, but also voting security.
God dang, I can't believe it. He think y'all that stupid. All right, let's get to this award ceremony. Is that where we going? Or are we going hockey first? In the comment section, y'all let me know what you want. You want to go hockey first, or you want to go to the award ceremony where a dude with Tourette's used the hard R. He can't even, when you're around that many black people, you at least, your Tourette's got to be in cultural alignment. How in the do you say that with the hard R? And he don't say it during the regular ceremony. He waits till 2 brothers on the stage before he say the N-word. I'm assuming that we've done a poll and you guys want us to do hockey first. Is that correct? Okay. Let's do hockey first. All right, just so you guys know, I ain't never watched a hockey game in my life. Only time I've seen a hockey match in part is I worked one off duty as a police officer because it was free money. I don't have any intention to watch hockey. Hockey is the most boring sport ever in the history of sports that I have ever participated in. But let me give credit where credit is due. Ain't no way in the world I could be skating and hitting the puck at the same time. Somebody made a really good observation because all you soccer fans going to be mad at me But I would argue that hockey is harder than soccer because you're running around and the goal post is literally 40 times the size of the man trying to block the goal. In hockey, you're on ice skates getting bludgeoned with a hockey puck this big trying to hit a goal where the goalie is bigger than the goal. He the whole thing. Anyway, I know I'm finna get some hate over this. Yeah, forget y'all anyway. I said it. I meant it. No, I'm kidding, man. I ain't never played neither one of them sports. All right, let's play the celebratory video of the moment that the USA beat Canada, which is the only thing that matters to me at this point. We beat Canada. That's all that matters. I don't care what sport it is. Roll the clip.
Watch across it comes. Jack Hughes wins it. The golden goal for the United States. For the first time since the 1980 miracle, the United States takes the gold.
It looked like they were going to have a 2-on-0, Bush. And the reaction from Team USA's back.
I just want to rub it in the face of the Canadians. I have Canadian fans, and I love y'all. Y'all know that y'all with me more than your country. But we better than y'all. I just want you to know we better than y'all. Okay. All right. Hey, Kesh Patel though. Hold on. I want to play before we get to Kesh Patel. I want to make sure we got all the fun hockey stuff out of the way before we get to the backlash regarding Kesh Patel. Let's see. Let's go with let's get to Kesh Patel. Hold on a second, because I got something special for y'all. All right, y'all. Here we go. We whooped it up. If you want one of these hockey shirts, this shirt is fire, bro. Go get you one right now. They may still have a discount code up there that you can use. I think it's ICE26. Get 26% off. We're going to change it in a minute because we weren't supposed to give y'all a discount. But if you get on here and grab this shirt right now, look how fire that shirt is. Now, that design ain't going to be that big, I don't think, but it's going to be relatively the same proportionality. So that is the shirt where the USA is stomping all over the Canadians. Give me the bird sound. There you go. TatumStore.com, TatumStore.com. Now let's get to Kesh Patel. Keshy, you ain't at the frat house no more. You can't be knocking back birds while you on duty. Come on, Kesh. Now, do I give a that Kesh did that? No, I do not care. I do not care. But in the spirit of legitimacy, I think that Kesh should not been throwing a beer back while you're the FBI director, knowing that you probably had to travel on the FBI jet on taxpayer dollar. Throw the beer back off duty or off camera. But anyway, watch it. Kesh Patel celebrated with the team. I guess he had a buddy on the team, and this is him throwing them back. Roll it. He having too much fun, bro. Now, I'll take that every day of the week. I don't care if he was throwing back bourbon, throwing some verdict back. Do what you got to do. The patriotic nature of what Kesh Patel did gave him a pass. I'm tired of seeing you cowardice. I want to say cuss words, but I just went to service yesterday and the Lord convicted me. I better not cuss. I would love to see anybody do anything that's not breaking the law celebrating America. When you see America's winning and we're patriotic, come on, throw a couple bourbons back. Throw some bird back. I don't care. Because y'all flamboyantly whack individuals that hate this country. And if you'll see these cowards at a trans show or a drag show, but they won't be celebrating with the Americans, winning one of the biggest historical wins in hockey history. But you know that they couldn't shut the front door when it come to this. Don Lemon Juice had to open his ugly mouth and had something to say about Kesh Patel. Wrote a clip.
Y'all just ain't used to shit. Have you ever heard that? I used to hear that growing up when people were like not used to things, like not used to being in certain places or in the presence of certain people, just not used to having things. That's what this administration is about. And specifically, I'm talking about Kesh Patel, who's over in Italy partying with the hockey players who won, and they're celebrating. You're the head of the FBI, dude. Why are you even there? And most likely on taxpayer dollars. So yes, of course on taxpayer dollars, probably on the plane, which he has been in trouble for, which he has been scrutinized for.
Time out. Don Lemon, you're supposed to be a journalist. You better watch what you say. In trouble for is not the right phrase. Criticized about is he's not in trouble because according to Congress, if you're an FBI director, you cannot travel anywhere unless you're on a private FBI jet. So if you're going on vacation with your family, the Congress made it a policy that he can only travel on a private jet paid for by the taxpayer. So what do you want him to do? Okay, come on, gay man.
This administration is so tacky. I know that Donald Trump, they say he's a wealthy man or whatever. He's made billions off of the presidency. But him too. His name is on everything, including his plane, all the gold shit, how tacky the White House looks, and the Oval Office with all that gold shit. Like, you people have no class. It's just gross.
Hold on. You trying to say you need a gay dude to come in there and fancy it up? Is that what you saying, Don Lemon? You want one of your gay friends to come in there and spruce it up for her? Is that what you saying? Nah, bro, you don't own nothing. That's why you ain't got no name. If your name was Trump, maybe you'll do the same thing, but you lame and you don't own nothing. You ain't never built nothing, so you don't want to put your name on nothing. And I bet a lot of people, I ain't gonna say nothing about nobody's parents, but I bet nobody want to put a name on that gay stuff you doing. Think your daddy wants you to put a lemon on the back of that? That other man didn't even take your name, did he? Well, matter of fact, who took whose name? I ain't never thought of that. So did your boyfriend or your husband take your name? Man, you so whack. Your girlfriend, I don't even know what to call it. Which one is the girl? Your husband ain't even take your name because you whack. Don't be mad at Trump because he got a strong name. Your name don't mean nothing to you or your boyfriend. All right, next clip. I don't want to hear nothing else he got to say. Come on, DeVer. Look at that fake Mexican. Go ahead, fake Mexican.
I don't even know what Kesh Patel was doing there. I mean, he was
chugging beer.
Honey, you're not playing. You're not, and he's behaving like he's like a member of Animal House on that show.
Beyond the money, it's the optics for me, because I'm a little old school, but I like when the law enforcement and directors of FBI were like serious and like borderline boring. Like, I don't want to see them. I want to know they're hard at work because there's so much going on. Right. Today, we wake up hearing about the head of a Mexican cartel being killed, and we know that there was a shooting and someone died at Mar-a-Lago.
Nancy Guthrie is still missing.
So Nancy Guthrie is missing.
Nothing to do with the
just,
FBI.
Right now, the world doesn't feel settled or stable, and you've got the head of the FBI and the visual of chugging a beer in a locker room. I just think it doesn't. He's already under scrutiny for 1,000 reasons because this administration has not been the defining of competence. So I think when you have someone like that with all that's going on, and then that's what you see, I just think it's a bit of an insult to the American
But it's not just the optics. He is not doing the job. If you look at the threats we are facing in the world, right now there's a huge military buildup outside of Iran. We might be on the brink of war.
What the
Iran
does the
has
FBI
terrorist
have
networks
to do?
all around the world. And he's chugging beer.
Time out. You dumb. Behave yourself. Why are y'all this stupid? The FBI has nothing to do with the war in Iran. What kind of position you think he got? The FBI now is the head of the military. What are you talking about? What are y'all? They told Iran, man, we will drop our. Let me not say that. Brandon, I'm trying to be a good Christian. We will drop right on top of the head of Iran. I just want to say that. That's how much we respect. Y'all know what I'm talking about. We will drop on top of the head of Iran. They have if they want to go to war with us, it's over before it started. What are you cowardice people talking about? We run this sugar honey iced tea. Don't with us. I want to cuss. Do not play with us. We will kill everybody in your country. Quit acting like they're on the same level as the United States of America. You think Israel flattened Gaza, Iran? Do you want a world record to be broken? We will kill everybody in your country. Stop playing with us, man. I like these people are so fake, bruh. I can't stand everybody that's crying about we don't want to go to war with Iran. We're not in Iran. What? That's like saying I don't want to fight a 5-year-old. That America versus Iran is like I don't know, Sean Strickland versus a 5-year-old. Is that even a fight? That's what I thought. Quit being, y'all punks, bro. They're a bunch of punks. You hate your country. All right. Let's move on to the award ceremony where somebody's abusing their Tourette's. Bro, I need to pray about this, but I think Tourette's is a spirit that manifests in psychological disproportionality or something. Why everybody that do Tourette's is always saying something crazy? Why can't your Tourette's say something nice? You would think that somebody would be like, Jesus is Lord. Salvation. Love the Bible. I love the Bible. I love the Bible. Everybody's happy. I'm going to go to heaven. Peace, love, and chicken grease. But nobody's Tourette's is saying that. It's all crazy. They talk about all kind of crazy. And then you got a guy, his Tourette's don't kick in until you see 2 black people on stage. Bro, tell me something ain't right by that. And he don't even say it with an A. He go, You tell me your Tourette's ain't got no slang or nothing? You just straight, I'm telling you, they all fake, bro. This Tourette's stuff is all made up. I don't believe it. Lord, don't give me Tourette's. I'm just saying, I don't believe it, bro. A girl saying nasty stuff like, I ain't going to say it because I can't even repeat it. But the girl that was on TV didn't come to find out she was lying about her Tourette's. Anybody can make up stuff having Tourette's. Because you may got Tourette's to make you say a few things. But saying the N-word, bro. Come on, put the clips up. Roll it.
What should have been Britain's big night to celebrate art and culture, with royalty mixing with the Hollywood elite, instead is mired in controversy this morning. The BBC apologising to BAFTA viewers after several obscene outbursts from Tourette's activist John Davidson were heard on a broadcast. Davidson is the inspiration for the movie I Swear, which was nominated for 6 awards and took home the leading actor BAFTA. He was diagnosed with Tourette's syndrome at the age of 12. It's a neurological condition that can cause involuntary movements and vocal tics, sometimes involving outbursts of inappropriate language. One such outburst heard on the broadcast was while Sinners stars Michael B. Jordan and Delroy Lindo were on stage.
Delroy and I are delighted to be presenting the first BAFTA of the night for a vital part of movie making.
A racial slur could be heard while the men presented the award for Best Visual Effects.
Hello, play it.
Delroy and I are delighted to be presenting the first BAFTA of the night for a vital part of movie making.
Bruh.
Hold on, shout it. Hold on, cuz. Go back. Go back, bro. Go back. Bro, this is not Tourette's, bro. This ain't, man, he waited during the pause. He didn't even talk over nobody. He literally waited till Michael B. Jordan paused and he said it. Go back, play it.
Delroy and I are delighted to be presenting the first BAFTA of the night for a vital part of movie making.
We're here to celebrate. Bruh, heck no, bro. He could have had his Tourette's before, while they were walking out, while Michael B. Jordan was talking, while the other gentleman was talking, after they left the stage, with the first people that come out on stage, he waited till he paused where everything was quiet, and he go, I want to say it. That's, bro, one of two things is happening. Either you racist and your Tourette's won't let you get away from it, or you did it on purpose, bruh. And you know why they gave him a pass? Because they so delusional in the world of like virtue signaling that they can't be mad at a handicapped person. Bro, that's the craziest superpower ever, bro. That's the craziest superpower ever, being able to say you got Tourette's. If somebody talking and you think they silly, you like, stupid. White liberals. I'm sick of you white liberals. I'm going to start saying I got Tourette's. I'll be at a White House event. I'll be saying all kind of stuff. I'm trying not to say nothing derogatory because I don't want people to be crying. But anyway, let's go to Jamie Foxx. And Jamie Foxx ain't buying that, bruh. He said out of all the words, you could have said, Tourette's made you say that. He said, no, he meant that. It's unacceptable. I want to know what y'all in the comment section real quick. And then we're going to just real quickly get to the Tucker and Mike Huckabee thing, because I have to talk about that. In the comment section, y'all let me know, do you really think that was Tourette's? Or do you think that this dude said whatever he wanted to say because he knew he could get away with saying it and conjure up controversy, and they give him a pass? You let me know in the comment section. All right, while y'all talking about that, I want to talk about Tucker Carlson. I cannot stand Tucker Carlson is the worst out of all these weirdos on the internet. And y'all know who they are. Tucker is numero uno. He is the most disingenuous, fakest, evil person out of them all. I don't know if somebody bit him with the anti-Semite bug or what. This dude is so stupid and fake and disingenuous. Is crazy to me. I wasn't a big fan of him, but I never disliked him. Now I dislike him. And there's so many people like him that are completely stupid and they're idiots. And the people that unfollow me because you kissing his butthole, I don't want to hear nothing from you. Unfollow me. I do not care. You are a dumb idiot just like him. So listen to what he said, and this is a clear sign that this guy is disingenuous and evil, in my opinion. Roll the clip.
Military, just so they don't mistake us for an Iranian drone or something. I mean, not to be paranoid, but again, this is probably the most violent country in the world, Israel. Is there a country in the world where a higher percentage of the population has held a gun or shot someone?
Time out. The most violent country in the world. Like, how do you fix your mouth to say, give me some more time on the clock. Are we too late on that? How do you fix your mouth to say Israel is the most violent country? Not Iran, not Nigeria, not Rwanda, not, I don't know, you go down the list. There's countries in Africa that are foul. The biggest genocide in world history, I believe, the most dense genocide was Rwanda. It was in Rwanda. It was the Hutu and Tutsi. They killed 1 million people in 100 days. Israel? Not Syria, not Afghanistan, not Iraq. Israel? Really? And this coward is saying, I don't know of another country as many people held a gun. Just because you hold a gun, because everybody's mandatory or mandated, well, most people are mandated, the Orthodox are not mandated, to fight in the military don't mean that you're violent. Start from the beginning. I'm going to shut up and let him talk. Roll it. Roll it.
Military, just so, they don't mistake us for an Iranian drone or something. I mean, not to be paranoid, but again, this is probably the most violent country in the world, Israel. Is there a country in the world where a higher percentage of the population has held a gun or shot someone? I mean, I don't know the answer, but this is a country famously waging a 7-front war with all of its neighbors. So this is also the country that bombed the USS Liberty, knowing, we know this from NSA intercepts, that it was an American ship. So
time out.
Time
out. It's just, Lord, I hate this guy. I really got to pray that I don't hate him. He's a disgusting human being. It's okay to have, it's because I disagree with him. It's the gaslighting in the way he goes about doing it. It's okay to have a belief that Israel bombed the USS Liberty intentionally. But that's not the full story, because our government did not say that happened intentionally. Our government has agreed, and Israel has paid restitution for accidentally bombing the USS Liberty. There's two sides to it. It's okay to believe this and believe this, but to act like it's unequivocal and it's a proven fact that Israel intentionally bombed the USS Liberty is asinine. But this guy makes it as if it's an actual unequivocal fact unanimously believed by everybody. Our own government has acknowledged that it was a mistake. What are you talking about? Roll the clip.
No, just send the military our flight information, and we can all just sort of know it's on the record, and we can all calm down a little bit. No, they said. The U.S. Embassy said, no, this is your flight is not a matter of concern to the Israeli military. I said, okay, now you're making me uncomfortable. Isn't the airspace of Israel the purview of the Israeli military? Aren't they in charge of maintaining the integrity of their airspace? When you fly over the country of Israel or any country, its military keeps track of you because that's their job. So why wouldn't you send our flight information to the Israeli military? You're making me nervous. I sent this exchange. I took a screenshot of it and sent it to a bunch of people, including in the U.S. government, because I'm not a paranoid person and I'm not a jumpy person.
Yes, you are.
Is this weird behavior? Yeah, it's really weird behavior. All of them said that.
Time out. I don't even know if I can finish this, dude. I want to cuss so bad. I cannot stand this guy. This fool is like literally gaslighting. If you are a threat to Israel, they will shoot you. You claim that Israel runs America anyway, and that they just shot up the USS Liberty with as if they were allowed to do it, and nothing happened as a result. Then Tucker, why would you fly there? Because they'll just shoot you down and say it was an accident anyway. If you let them know, if you let the military know you coming, and they killed you, what's going to happen? Because they run America too. So this dude out of one side of his mouth says this, and out of the other side, he proclaims something else. Why even bring this up? You clearly are not scared of Israel, because you wouldn't have gone there on a private jet. Roll the clip. Oh, I hate this guy.
So I got pretty aggressive and just said, look, you got to do this. Okay. And they, to their credit, got back to us and said, yes, we will do that. But I just thought that was completely bizarre and menacing, by the way. Now, at the same time, and I think this is relevant, certainly it goes to motive, I was attempting to set up a meeting, as I have been for the past 3 months, with the Prime Minister of Israel, Benjamin Netanyahu, who I've dealt with a lot in the past.
I'm done listening to this. We got a few more clips we got to get through. 17 minutes, then we're going to do post-show clarity. All right? So all the members, if you're a member, we do a little after-show thing where we recap stuff and talk about things that may not even be involved in the show. Just kind of like a way to decompress. I'll put more stuff on because it's so many more things to get to. But let's get to the first part where how do you not get sued over this? And people should not believe Tucker Carlson. Here's where Mike Huckabee completely debunks this lie that the IDF killed some random kid. Roll the clip.
Some lunatics.
Can I ask you something?
Yes.
You platformed a guy. You had him on your show, Tony Aguilar.
Don't platform anyone.
Well, you interviewed.
Not a liberal,
Tony
so I don't
Aguilar.
platform people.
Okay, you interviewed Tony Aguilar, who claimed that IDF soldiers killed a little boy in his presence. That didn't happen.
Okay.
It did not happen.
I don't know.
Let me give you the story.
I don't know if you know whether it happened or not.
Well, I can tell you why I know it didn't happen.
Okay.
Because we found that little boy less than a week later.
All right.
I was involved, heavily involved, in helping to extricate him from Gaza. 4 different countries were involved in getting he and his mother to safety, get them out of there. Tony Aguilar is a liar.
Okay.
Tony Aguilar claimed that he saw an IDF soldier shoot the little boy. He was fired from the GHF for cause, and he begged for his job back, and they wouldn't give it back because they didn't want him. And he told them that if they didn't give his job back, that he would burn them down.
Okay.
So he goes out. No, let me finish this.
Okay.
Because
No,
it's important for you to understand.
Right.
So this guy then goes out and makes up this story that he witnessed IDF soldiers shooting a little boy.
I don't know that he made it up. He seemed to believe it to me. It's possible he's wrong. What? I've been wrong many times.
Well, this is a little bit more than just missing a fact. He claimed to be an eyewitness to the murder of a little boy.
Okay.
A little boy that a week later we found.
And you're sure it's the same little boy?
We're absolutely certain.
How do you know that?
Because we have pictures of him. We had descriptions of him. We know his name. We know his mother.
Okay.
He was extricated out of Gaza. It was a very delicate situation to get him out because if Hamas had found out that he was still alive, they would have killed him in order to validate Aguilar's story.
How do you know that?
So he gets out.
How do you know Hamas would have killed him?
Why wouldn't they? Wouldn't they have wanted to kill him? Because that way they could have said that this story was true.
Look,
that Aguilar. I'm just telling you that
what
this
you're saying
kid
is true,
alive
and I have
today.
no basis of knowing.
Yeah.
I'm really glad because I don't
Good.
want little kids to get killed, even 14-year-olds. Okay.
You shouldn't want anyone to
But
get
let
killed.
me ask you: is it true? He also made the claim, and he had audio of it and video too, that U.S. contractors were using live ammunition to disperse crowds, and he had video of that. Do you know did he make up that video?
There were times, here's what happened. Crowds would come toward the sites. They were given verbal warnings, and then they were given additional verbal warnings, and shots were fired either in the air, sometimes in the ground. And if they continued to come and threaten, there were times when there were people who were engaged in firefights. That happened.
Oh, they were armed?
Sometimes they were.
They were. Do you know of specific instances?
Time out. This is just like, do you guys see what's going on here? Like, it's convenient that Tucker don't believe nothing that he's saying and question everything, but he don't question the other side whatsoever. This guy Aguilar lied. Like, can you address the fact that the guy lied? He said, I saw the IDF kill this person. And all you nut jobs that hate Israel online are going out saying, see, the IDF killed. The only story that they have of someone claiming to be an eyewitness of an IDF soldier killing an innocent kid was fake. How do you know it's fake? They know his mama and everything. Fool. I saw the news reports on TV, but somehow Tucker didn't get that memo. How do you know that they don't shoot that? You don't have a video of IDF shooting and actually hitting people when they're shooting at the ground. You don't have any video of it. You have video of them shooting at the ground. You don't have any video of anybody getting hurt. And the people who are taking the video are the enemies. And if they had video of somebody getting hurt, they'd have put it online. You have no video of the IDF shooting and killing people at these fee zones. None. Finish the clip.
But they were armed?
I can probably get you some specific information about that.
I think I know the answer
They
to that. I
were
don't think
armed.
there's any evidence at all that they were
But
armed.
I also know that
Are
the
you
new-
okay with using live ammunition at aid distribution sites for families, women, and
Well,
children?
very rarely did this happen near.
How about
aid
at all?
distributions.
Are you okay with that?
No. I'll tell you what I'm not
seem like
okay
you're
with.
okay
No. I think you are so trying to put words in my
I'm
mouth.
not. You said that they were firing back, but then there's no evidence that they were.
On a Sunday afternoon, I can remember when there was widespread reports on BBC, CNN, and the New York Times, and they said that 27 people were killed at a feeding site. We had video extensively over that site. Not one single person, not only were they not shot, nobody was shot at. There was not one bit of violence that happened at that feeding site.
You're trying to get me to defend BBC?
Not going to do that.
All right,
It's like
let's get
defending
to the next
Hamas.
clip, 'cause I'm so cringy. I can't even watch it. All right, here's another thing that I want to play because this was very important. I wrote an op-ed about this. I have it right here. I want y'all to pay attention to something real quick, and I'll link this in the scripture. I want y'all to pay attention to something real quick. This is very important. Every time these fake Christians and these Jew-hating nut jobs go to try to challenge the birthright and the promises that God made, they never use biblical scripture. Never. Have you ever seen Tucker use a scripture to validate anything he's saying? Never. Any of these other people, they go, I feel like it shouldn't be. God didn't do that. Where's your biblical scripture? I wrote a whole op-ed about it. I'm going to read some scripture to you guys as we play this clip. Roll it.
Abram's descendants are the ones who have the right to have this land, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Why don't we do genetic testing on everybody in the land and find out who Abram's descendants are? It's really simple. We've cracked the human genome. We can do that. Why don't we do that? Would you be against doing that?
I have no idea what that would prove. I mean,
Really?
maybe it would be.
What do you mean? It would prove who Abram's descendants are and who has a
time out. Let me just. First of all, you got to be the stupidest person in the world to think that the Jewish people who were on the land that got dispersed and came back to the land somehow just lost their DNA. What the are you talking about, fool? The same. That's like saying my ancestors came from Nigeria. That's like saying we go from Nigeria and we come back to Nigeria and you go, they have no connection to Nigerians. What are you saying, fool? You go look at my DNA right now and it goes back to Nigeria. You look at any Jew, except if they were converts. But I'm talking about people who are Jewish people by what do you say, ethnicity. Check their DNA. It goes back to, in part, some are more prevalent or dense than others, go back to Abraham. Let me read some stuff to you real quick. I'm going to go right here in the Bible, okay? We'll start with Genesis. I'm going to read this right from Genesis. It says, Genesis 17, 7 through 8. God made an everlasting promise. I will establish my covenant between me and you and your descendants after you throughout your generations for an everlasting covenant, to be God to you and your descendants after you. And I will, not just I'm going to be God to you and your descendants, and I will give you and to your descendants after you the land of your sojourning, all the land of Canaan for an everlasting possession, and I will be their God. Go to Jeremiah 31, 35 through 37. The Lord spoke or speaks to the preeminence of Israel. It says, thus saith the Lord, if the heavens above can be measured and the foundations of the earth searched out beneath, then I will cast off all the offsprings of Israel for all that they have done. In other words, God will never reject his chosen people no matter what. Ezekiel 36:24 shows the return to the land. For I will take you out of the nations. I will gather you from all countries and bring you back into your own land. This isn't just symbolic, it's prophetic. That's why you see the people in the land today. It was prophesied to be that way. Isaiah 11:12. It adds to this. He will raise a banner for the nations and gather the exile of Israel. He will assemble the scattered people of Judea from the four corners of the earth. Prophesied. Then we can go over here and I'll continue to write, and it says peer-reviewed genetic studies show that Jews from around the world, Ashkenazi, Sephardi, and also Mizrahi, I think I'm saying that wrong, share a common Middle Eastern ancestry. Research published in the Proceedings of the National Academic of Science and also American Journal of Human Genetics, both peer-reviewed journals, confirm that Jewish populations cluster genetically closer to the modern-day Middle Eastern group, such as the Palestinians, the Druze, and the Bedouins, than their non-Jewish European neighbors. You can go and say the genetic signature supports the idea that Jews today do indeed descend from common ancestry population from the Levant, the very region the Bible describes as the homeland of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. I could go on and talk about the Ashkenazi Jews. You guys can go and read this. Peer-reviewed research have already been done, genetically proven, that you could look at the Jewish people in the land today, even those who are Ashkenazi Jews, genetically going back to bloodline of Abraham. And yeah, there's some that's more dense, others are watered down, but still the bloodline goes back to Abraham. I gave you scripture and I gave you 2 peer-reviewed research studies that have proven that. Now, Dum Dum can just go take 30 seconds to look it up, but he won't. Continue.
Right to live here, and who doesn't, according to the theology that you yourself just explained.
All right, let's go to the next clip. 503.
Mm-hmm. Or you mean with Iran?
With Iran.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Okay.
And the Israeli government short circuits it by hitting Iran. So, like,
What do you mean they short circuited by hitting Iran?
They did everything they could to shut down the negotiations between the United States, the Trump administration, and Iran. And look, they're acting again in their own interest. But our country should also act in its own interest. That's all I'm saying. And don't tell me that Bibi doesn't want a war with Iran.
He doesn't. If Jared Kushner and Steve Witkoff could be successful in getting the president's demands, and keep in mind, these are the president's demands.
What are those demands?
No enrichment, no nuclear weapon, quit killing your own people in the streets by the tens of thousands. You and I both agree that it's a horrible thing to kill your own citizens, which Iran is doing.
It's a horrible thing to kill anybody's citizens.
Anybody's citizens. We agree on that.
Except that they're 14-year-olds working for Hamas, but whatever.
It's still a tragedy.
No, it is. Sorry, I'm being a jerk.
You really are being a jerk.
I am. I know.
You are being a jerk on that.
I am such a jerk.
I'm going to write down.
You're right.
Tucker
You're right.
Carlson admitted.
I know.
He's a jerk.
Oh, I am a jerk. Everyone knows that. I mean, I'm really trying. Okay. No, but I agree with you 100%. Of course, it's a tragedy.
If that could be done, and I pray it can.
Yes.
And you know why? Number one, because it would be wonderful for everybody. Number two, if there is a war, you're going to be 6,000 miles from it. You know where I'm going to be? In the bullseye. Do I want there to be a war? No. Do Israelis want there to be a war? No.
How many? I keep hearing Israel's fighting a 7-front war.
Last one. 504. This is about the $3 billion that everybody, all the weirdos, keep going back to that have no real significance.
Our country is not thriving, and we're spending, tens and tens and tens of billions of dollars over time defending Israel and helping it prosecute all these.
Do you know where that money goes?
It goes to a lot of places.
Oh, but let's talk about that a minute. $3.8 billion a year. That money goes right back to the U.S. to purchase weapon systems. For example, every round of ammo that the IDF shoots is manufactured just outside where I live in Little Rock, Arkansas. The components, a lot of them for the Iron Dome and the Arrow 3 missile defense systems are manufactured near Camden, Arkansas.
Which needs it, by the way. Camden's economically depressed.
You know the area.
I do.
And there are thousands and thousands of American jobs, and there are billions and billions of dollars of expenditures that Israel makes in the U.S. and buys the things that we
I know how defense contracting works. I'm from Washington.
Okay.
No, I know this. I guess what I'm saying is America's not thriving at all. And
you think it's Israel's fault?
I don't think it's Israel's
Okay,
fault.
well, good.
No,
because I think
I just think that what we're doing isn't working at all, and America's not
I
rich.
think the president is doing some amazing things to get us back on track.
Not attacking Trump.
Okay.
I'm merely saying that over, say, the last 20 years, America's not gotten richer or freer at all. And I come to Israel and the infrastructure, we were flying in, and I said to my buddy, I was like, man, first of all, it looks great. I love the agriculture in Israel because it's beautiful. I love green. I love plants.
All right,
I remember when it didn't
I
look
gotta
like
get out.
that.
I gotta get
First
out.
time
I gotta get off here. I gotta get to the. We got a timeline that we're supposed to hit the show. We can't go over it. I only got 1 minute and 30 seconds left, and then we're gonna go to the post-show recap. Post-show clarity is what we call it. Let me know if you're offended by that. Then it'll let me know who I'm talking to right now. But anyway, I'm just kidding. That dude is so disingenuous and crazy. Is America's not prospering. America's not prospering. Are you listen, he flies into one airport in Israel. We probably got 25 airports in the United States of America that will just put Israel's airport to shame. He flies in through the private terminal. Like, it's so disingenuous. Oh, America's not thriving. Yeah, some states in America are thriving. I think Florida is thriving. And Florida is, I don't know, 3 times the size of Israel. Yeah, we're thriving. Texas is thriving. Arizona's doing well. There's a lot of states in our country that are doing very well. I can't stand that guy, man. And if you mad at me for calling him out and you mad at me then don't follow me. You know what? I'm probably talking about this in the post show. You know, I'm done caring about some of y'all. I love everybody that support me. I love everybody that's been loyal to me, and I'm gonna be loyal to you. And I'm dedicated to my future being to support you guys and always maintain this show for you. But for you haters, I cannot wait. I cannot wait till I don't even have to do politics no more. I'll be done talking with stupid people all day. Now, most of y'all, I love you and you're good. But these idiots, they get on my nerves. I'm probably going to complain a little bit more after the show. I love you guys. See you on the next one.